Hey, so this year the RT Booklovers Convention was held in Dallas, Texas, so that made me fortunate enough to be able to go, and I actually attended their Teen Day event. It was literally amazing. There were so many authors, the workshops were so much fun, and I also managed to get my hands on quite a few books that I have to show y'all. First off, I have Made of Secrets. Looks like this. I'm not entirely sure what this is about. It was on one of those bargain table type things, and it was only like $3. It's a hardcover, so I couldn't really resist it. So I grabbed it, and now I have it. Next up, I got The Color of Rain by Corey McCarthy. And this was also on the bargain book table, and it was only about $1, so as before, I just had to grab it. I mean, cheap books are my weakness. Next up, I have How to Love by Katie Cotugno. I'm really bad at pronouncing names. I am so dreadfully sorry. Next, I have an ARC, Jubilee Manor, the next book to the Landry Park thing. I have not actually read Landry Park, and I do not own it, but I plan to get it in the future so that I have use for this. So I can't really tell you anything really about it since I don't really know what Landry Park is about, but I got an ARC of it. Next up, I got Scan by Walter Jury and Sarah Fine. And next, I have The Shadow Prince by Brie Despain, which is the first book in her new series. So I'm excited to read this. I got it for free, so always good. These next books that I'm going to show y'all, I actually managed to get signed at this huge book signing they had there. It was so great. It was phenomenal. The first one I have is The Tiger's Curse by Colleen Hook, which, as you can see, is signed right there. It is gorgeous. I'm so excited. I've been meaning to pick this up for the longest time. I've been seeing it all over BookTube. I've seen it on my Amazon recommendations, and I'm so happy that I finally got to get it. Next book I got is by Anna Guire, is The Queen of Bright and Shiny Things. I like the sticky notes on this cover, but I don't know how I feel about the pictures, but I like how it's really arranged. Look at that signing in that Sharpie. Yes. Next, I have The Nil by Lynn Matson. The premise of this book sounds really interesting. I'll link it down below. I know you can't feel it yourself, but this cover feels so freaking cool. It's like roughish, but not. I just like it a lot. It is signed right there. Look at that signing. Next book I got pretty much on a whim. It's called Soul Survivor by Michelle in Files. It is the first book in her series. I was talking to her, and she seemed like such a nice person, and her book sounded pretty good, so picked it up, and she signed it for me, saying, "I hope you enjoy my angels," because there are angels in this book. The next book I got signed was End of Days by Susan E. This is the conclusion to the Penguin and the End of Days trilogy by Susan E. that I have actually read the first two of and own, and I finally got this one, and it's signed by her. This is amazing. Heck yes. The next book I received was Broken Hearts, Fences, and Other Things to Men by Katie Finn. The next book I got signed was The Princess Diaries by Meg Cabot. I've never read this book, any of them in the series really, and I've seen the movies and I've always wanted to read them, but I've never really just got around to it, but I finally bought this book, and I got it signed. And next I have The Return by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I read pretty much most of her books, and next up I have The Return by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I got this because Jennifer L. Armentrout is one of my favorite authors, and I own most of her books on my Kindle, but I did not own this one, so I picked it up and got her to sign it, if you can see that, and I'm excited to read it just because it's by her, and it has to be great. These next books I'm going to show you are books I actually brought from my house to the book convention to have signed. I have Legend by Marie Lu, and I was so excited to meet her because I absolutely adore this book. And I got it signed, and I got a picture with her, and I got this little tattoo thing that you can put on that promotes it. Next is Before I Fall by Lauren Oliver. And I got this signed by her right here. She is just amazing, and all her books are just fantastic. And this is one of my favorites. I was so excited to actually meet her, and she was just an amazing person. This book I got signed was Isla and the Happily Ever After by Stephanie Perkins. It's not my favorite book in the series, but it's my only one that I had in hard copy, so it's the one I got signed by her. My favorite would have to be the first one. In conclusion, I have The Air by Kiera Cass, and I am so flippin' excited to read this. I've not yet read it, but I absolutely love the Selection Trilogy, and this is the first book in the duology spin-off from it. It follows the main character's daughter from the Selection series, I believe. They have these pictures in here that I really like. Is, I believe, going to be the main character of this book. And in the back, they have America. I have to say that the cover for this book is probably my favorite out of all of the covers so far. Now we just need to see if I can actually pick all these up at once. I will probably fail. Huh? I got them. Look at all these books. I swear, I'm really proud of myself because I'm pretty sure I would usually have dropped one by now. So, thanks for watching my video, and hopefully I will see you next time.